Stefan in Switzerland writes to me and he says, "Hi, Paul. I don't really have a question." Okay. I just wanted to say thank you for bringing Octave Radio to your YouTube channel. I didn't know until today how good my stereo system can sound. Octave Radio is fantastic and the recordings are so great. Thank you. Greetings from Switzerland. Marty Stefan. Excuse my bad English. Oh, heck, Marty. Your English is great. You are very welcome. For those of you that don't know about Octave Radio, it's free, it's wonderful sounding, and you know, here's something interesting. Octave Radio is network, internet radio, okay? Which sounds kind of grim, and if you have any experience with network radio or internet radio, it typically sounds not so good. Octave Radio, on the other hand, sounds really good, which is interesting because even though everything is recorded in DSD-256, it is one of the best sounding, made in one of the best sounding studios in the country. It still is MP3 when you're playing it on Octave Radio. That's high bit rate MP3, the highest bit rate there is, I believe. But what does that show you? One of the things that shows you is that even with high bitrate MP3, if you start with a great recording and you don't run it through limiters and you don't compress it like so many internet radio stations do, you just play that naturally sounding and you play it through your computer or whatever. I mean, just if you want to hear it, go to psaudio.com. www.psaudio.com, and look at the very top and you'll see Listen Now. Just click it and on your silly computer speakers and notice how fabulous that sounds, how uncompressed, how, I don't know, it's hard to describe. You really have to listen to it for yourself. But it's just another example of when you care enough to have something, to create something that is pure, that you've put all your efforts into recording it naturally, where pianos sound like pianos, where drums sound like drums, where, I mean, here I go, I'm going to digress. We had the Colorado Audio Society, and they all came over and sat in the mix room at Octave Records. And we had just mixed a recording session that we had done with a local percussionist by the name of Nico. And Nico had this drummer who was just fabulous. And this guy, you know, he could get going on that. I mean, when he whacked those drums, whoo! It sent all of our stuff. I was like, Grr! Turning down the preamp gain, but getting it right. When we played that back in the mix room, I just watched everybody's jaws drop. Like, they had never, ever heard dynamics like that in their life. And it wasn't because, yes, we have the fabulous Aspen speakers, we have all this stuff, but the truth is, any great recording system using the techniques that we do and leaving out all the stuff that mixing engineers like to do, you get sound and dynamics that just scare you. And if you take that and put it onto an MP3, it still maintains that same quality. I mean, I got to tell you, it's pretty cool. So yeah, if you get a chance, go to psaudio.com. Right on the homepage, right at the top, what we call the header, where all the menu items are, you'll see a thing, Listen Now. And then, you know, that's not the best place to listen to it, but Octave Radio is available on a number of things. Look for it. Email me. I'll send you, Paul at psaudio.com. I'll send you a URL. I'll try and put one here in the footer where you can just click on it and listen to it. Okay? Anyway, our pleasure. Thank you for listening. And let's keep good music and well-recorded music alive. Thank you. Bye.